going to demonstrate how we can automatically allocate configuration information to our computers on a network. So we're going to use something called DHCP, so Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, that then automatically and dynamically allocates IP addresses, gateway numbers, also subnet masks to all the individual machines on that network. So let's see how that works. So let's add just some machines to our networks. Just add a few. It doesn't matter. We can have lots and lots and lots of these. And that's the great thing about using DHCP is that because it's automatic, we can have lots of machines. We don't have to configure them individually. So I'll have a machine here. This is going to be our DHCP server. I'm also going to add our switch in there to connect everything together, and I'm also going to add our router here, which will serve as our gateway. So let's connect all those together. So we've got all our notebooks connected. Now we've got our router connected, and we've got our DHCP server. So let's set up our DHCP server first of all. So this is our new computer here. Let's rename it DHCP server. I'm going to give this an IP address of 192.68.0.2. The net mask is all good, so I'm going to keep that as it is. And our gateway is going to be 192.168.0.1. And we're going to do DHCP server setup here. You can see the gateway is going to be gateway is there, so same as what we've written in here. We're going to have our lower and upper bound address. We need to give the range of IP addresses that we can use. So this is going to be 192.168.0. So where we're not going to use, can't use 0 because that's the network address itself. Can't use 1 because that's what we're going to use for our gateway. We can't use 2 because we've already used that for the DHCP server. But we can go from 3, and then we can go all the way up to 192.168.0.254. We can't use 255, that's the broadcast IP address. So that's the full range of addresses that we are able to use. So click on Activate DHCP and then click OK. So that's our DHCP server all correctly set up. Next we're going to do the router. This is our gateway, and we're going to set that to be the IP address of 0.1. And I don't think we need to necessarily do this, but let's do it anyway. Just going to click on automatic routing here. That's all good. So we're happy with that. We're not going to connect to anything outside. I know we're just simply creating a gateway there. And then we go through each of these notebooks now, and we click on Use DHCP Configuration Protocol, and then I'm just going to have it so that just we're able to see the IP address. We can use that as the name of the machine. And what will happen is that we'll use the DHCP configuration for allocating us with the gateway IP address, an IP address for the machine. The net mask address is not going to do anything there. It's already set up as default anyway in the correct way. So we'll just go through each of these now and just ensure that all our notebooks are able to use the DHCP configuration. Don't worry at this stage that all the IP addresses are the same. What will happen is when we actually run the DHCP server and start our network, it will allocate unique IP addresses to each of these machines. So let's try that now and see what happens. So if we run this now, we should end up with unique IP addresses on each of those. So there you have it. You can see that's the case. So as we said before, the server has an IP address of 0.2. You can see there, and the router has an IP address of 0.1 here, and you can see there that these are all uniquely allocated IP addresses within the network. So this is using DHCP to automatically, dynamically allocate IP addresses within a network without you having to configure each one of the machines separately. So it should save time if you have a huge network with a huge number of computers on.